Hey y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to Texas Timmy's podcast. I know if y'all been tuned in with me and y'all watched some of my previous videos, I was telling y'all about that I am creating an ebook that will be available for sale soon for like business advice, and I'm just gonna cover like so many different topics. I still haven't made up my mind if I want to do like several ebooks or if I want to just make it one ebook and that just contains like everything that I want to talk about, or how exactly I want to do the breakdown of it. But with that being said though, like I know how it is, like especially like purchasing something from people can always show you like, oh, like you got this, you got that, or like you see them like what from the outside looking in, they may look like being a successful business owner or whatever, but never really like just teach you or show you like how they got to that point or how they got as successful as they may appear to be. So I'll get into this, that's on another video. But I had some issues like with Shopify. I really wish I could pull up like my old like transactional history from Shopify, like where I could show y'all, like, because receipts don't lie. And the only way I know how to like dispute a lie is with facts, or the only way I know how to, like, you know what I'm saying, like when motherfuckers be like, oh, I ain't capping, but then that shit be cap as fuck, like is to like just show you like the real like of what's real. So said all that to say this, I'm gonna be posting like some videos of different things and like situations of like being self-taught really is a flex, because like shit, like when you learn things by actually experiencing them, like it's something that can't be taken away from you, and it becomes like invaluable because like it's something that you really can't put a price on. And I do get it, like when people be like real picky or like iffy about like teaching certain things that like they know they've spent a lot of time on, or they feel like they've worked really hard to learn themselves, and they be like, hell nah, like shit, go figure that shit out like I did. I get that. But also I get the other side too, when it's like, damn, you got some people that's like, okay, they really don't even know where to start. And it's like, okay, well shit, I got a little money, but I'm not really business savvy, or I'm not really good with technology. I don't really know how to work this. I don't really know how to use this. I don't really know how to do this. But they still about their business, and they still like trying to do something different, like trying to get some money, or they trying to, you know, better themselves in any type of way. And being an entrepreneur, like I started my first business in 2016, 2017. Well, my very first business was Blush Swim Apparel. I started selling swimsuits. That was my very first business that I ever like tried to take serious in any type of way. But during that time period, it wasn't like, oh, I'm ready to be an entrepreneur. Being a business owner is my dream job. Like, no, I was still getting money in other places, and I was still getting money doing other things. And at that time, it was like, I was just looking at that as another stream of income. During that time, like it was a lot of pool parties and stuff going on. Like people was trying to go outside, people was traveling. I was like, damn, I was like, it's some money in that shit. Like, let me get that. Like, so I decided to create a brand to stand out. Like, and I invested into that business, and I chose to go that way because I saw money there. I saw opportunity there. Because I literally came up with that brand because I saw an opportunity to make money there where I didn't see anyone else doing it. Like I saw other people selling clothes. I saw other people selling hair. I didn't see other people selling swimsuits. But the more I did it, the more like I was like, okay, this is something that I really could see myself doing. No previous like business experience. I had a little retail experience. I had worked before in a clothing store, but I didn't even work in like the clothing department. I actually worked in the kids shoe department. I used to work at Dillard's, and I done had a lot of jobs. I'm really trying to think of like where else I worked at that like that wasn't really where my experience came from. But I'm just saying, like being in like a face-to-face like customer client like experience, you know. And so like with that, especially like when you're considered being like a public figure or your popularity or whatever, like people buy people. That's true. And like, so people like spend their money with you because it's like, okay, like they see you and they see you like you look successful and they be like, okay, like shit, I spent my money with her, like she must be doing something right, like shit, bitch look like money to me. But then, baby, it's hot out here, baby. I see I'm sweating like a slave. But people be like, okay, so shit, she must be doing something right, like bitch looks successful to me. But those same people will bullshit you though, and like you will be trusting them with your business or trusting them with like your success or mentorship or like helping you get to the next level, and they really don't give a damn about you for real. And so then like that can cause you to be discouraged, especially if like entrepreneurship takes a lot of insanity. I ain't gonna say even a small, I was about to say a small amount of insanity, like to just keep going even when the shit don't look like it's going right at all. It kind of take a lot of insanity, willpower, like focus. It takes a lot. Like you have to really want to do this to make this shit happen for you. Like it's not something that you just wake up one day and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a business owner, and then it's like that's that. Like no, it's not like that. And like some business owners like are not even want to take you serious with like you starting out or you beginning in any type of way, because they just be on some shit like it'll be like undermining your business and don't even know you. It'll be on some shit like, I ain't finna waste my time trying to pour into this person because bitch you might not even be on business for real. But like who is that for you to decide? And then it'd be like, okay, like the more experience you go through, the more things you go through, like things become of a higher value to yourself because you know the effort, you know the work that you put into, you know the business classes that you have spent money on and learned absolutely nothing. You know the countless hours that you may have spent on YouTube trying to find answers to something that you came up with nothing. You know, like you know the amount of time, the amount of sleepless nights, early mornings, all that you have tried to research and came up with nothing. Or the money you spent on buying other people's ebooks or classes or webinars or whatever and learned absolutely nothing. And business owners go through that all the time. And like being a business owner, being a boss, a lot of time you'll just be like, you know what, fuck it, like on to the next. I ain't learned nothing. Okay, and so then you be like, okay, well, fuck it, I ain't learned shit, on to the next. And like, sometimes business owners like develop this like crab in a bucket type mentality on some shit where it's like, well, shit, didn't nobody help me, didn't nobody teach me shit, I had to figure out all this shit by myself, and then like not want to help others. Which, that's cool, but it's like, if you know what you went through and you know like the time and effort you sacrificed or whatever, especially like, I understand like you gotta pay to play, like come with the money. But it's like, okay, if a person is willing to pay you for the knowledge that you are learned, like at least give relevant, valuable information. Because like I've dead ass like spent my money on like business related shit and learned absolutely nothing and be like damn, this hoe just played me, like, you know what I'm saying? But then they'd be like, fuck it, like charge it to the game, on to the next. But I feel like sometimes too, like instead of just like charging your price based on what you feel like your popularity or just whatever it is, like, okay, charge your price based on the amount of effort and things that you feel that you put into it, and also like being realistic of what you feel like a business owner that may need to learn those things, of what you feel like not only what you might feel like they could realistically afford, but because I'm not saying lower your price for anyone, but be realistic with like the amount of information you're giving out. So it's like, if you know that like the information that you're giving out is fucking worthless, and you know that like the person that you're claiming to teach is not going to learn anything from it, like do you want that to be associated with your name or a part of your brand? Like to be like, oh, I just give out bullshit information, but fuck it, I got paid, oh well, they'll learn eventually on their own or from somebody else. Like that ain't really right. So with that being said, yeah, the price going up, my nigga. Yeah, the price going up, my nigga. Just being for real. So like with that being said, like the amount of information that I will be putting in my ebooks, I'm gonna also try to show y'all as much as I can some of the things that like I had to go through or like experience to be able to even learn the things that I have learned. And also, like, with the things that I do choose to share, like, on my platform for free, before, like, you're being charged for the things that I'll be putting in my ebook, I want you to know and experience, like, okay, this person is credible to speak on this information. This person is knowledgeable enough to, like, I don't ever want my brand or nothing you purchase from me to be viewed as, like, oh, well, this bitch just trying to make some money. She just trying to sell me some shit. But I don't even know if this hoe know what the fuck she talking about. No way. No, it's never that. And even though, like, the way I learned some of this shit, hey, that was my experience. And I'm offering it in an ebook to where it doesn't have to be your experience. Taking the things that the devil may have tried to use against me in order to hurt me, you know what, I'm gonna make some money off of it regardless. Like, and that's how you have to think about being an entrepreneur. Like, all the bullshit that I was going through learning some of these things is like, what in the fuck? But this same shit, I'm going to use it and I'm going to share it to make money off of. Like, so sometimes you just have to trust the process. Trust that, hey, God's plan may not be your plan, but it's still a plan and it's up to you to execute it. So, like, with that being said, like, when you see my price, like, I don't need, if it doesn't fit within your budget, hey, go get you some more money or go learn from someone else, or hey, go learn however you need to learn. If my price does not align with your budget, then hey, go learn from someone else. Go find someone that's more suitable for your budget and be okay with that. Everything isn't budget friendly. Everything isn't relatable. Everything isn't that. Like, I'm gonna keep saying it, like, the price going up, my nigga. Up and up and up. It's going up. And when I say that, like, that's not to be like not humble, but it's like, I done put years in this shit. I done put time in this shit. I done put effort in this shit. I done took losses in this shit. I done made money in this shit. And like, yeah, I'm gonna keep on winning with this shit. And it's like, a loss really to me don't even be a loss, because it's like, I'm saying that like with, like, when I done spent money on shit and it's like, okay, I done learned shit from that. Or I done spent money on this shit and it's like, okay, that didn't do me no justice, do me no good. But it's like, okay, at the same time, still use it as a learning, teachable moment. And even though, like, some of these videos, they're like, without me putting them into a different perspective or looking at them like they might look wild as hell, because it's like, what the fuck is going on? But hey, you never know, like, what a person had to go through or get through to get where they are. So before you judge someone or look at somebody and be like, damn, they charging this a high ass motherfucking price, understand you don't know what type of experience or what they had to go through to learn what they had to learn, or what they had to go through to get to where they are, the reason why they're charging that high ass price. And what may be a high ass price to you may not be a high ass price to someone else. And people pay for things that they want all the time. Like as I was scrolling through my phone looking for content, I literally just scrolled past the meme and it was like, designer from head to toe, but want to negotiate my prices. Clock that tea, because like, you got money to spend it on other things that you won't spend your money on this too, if it's something that you say that you really want to do. And like, I understand, like, when you've may have already had experience with other business owners, like I said, like, when you spend money on some shit and you be like, damn, but I didn't learn nothing from this shit. Or you spend money on some shit and be like, damn, but I didn't feel like none of this benefited me, or I didn't even get nothing out of this shit. Trust, I understand that too. But that's with just shit. That's just a part of the game. Like, you gotta take a chance on yourself sometimes. Sometimes you have to take a chance on yourself. Sometimes you have to see. And sometimes shit, you may not get it the first time. Sometimes you may have to go reread some shit or relook at some shit, or you may have to replace some shit to get it. I know one time, Lil Baby, he had a caption on his Instagram on one of his pictures. I'm a huge fan of Lil Baby. I love Lil Baby. He had a caption on one of his pictures, and he was like, do it 2 times so they know it ain't luck. Sometimes you don't get it the first time. You got to do it again. And sometimes, like, people will undermine you or, like, try to minimize your success. Like, when they like, oh, okay, well, she only got that because it is, or he only got that because it is, or they only doing this because of that, or they only doing this because of that. Okay, well, do it again then. And that's what you gotta do. And that's what I'm doing right now. Like, the things that I done went through, the things that I done been through, and it's like, shit, I done did it more than 2 times, so I know damn well it ain't look. Like, ain't none of this shit look, because shit, I done did this shit way more than 2 times. And so, with me learning different things on each time that I have done things, I may have learned how to do something a little better each and every time. So when you do get to paying these high ass prices that's coming from Millie exclusives, I just want you to truly know you will learn something. Or hey, babe, I'm very public and outspoken on my platforms. Feel free to come on my platform and say, Destiny, I didn't learn not a motherfucking thing. Millie, I didn't learn not a motherfucking thing. And I'm gonna say, what did you read? Did you listen? Why didn't you learn something? Well, what were you coming to learn? But I'm gonna also make sure that I'm clear about the things that you will learn and the things that will be contained in the ebooks, because if you don't learn nothing, then baby, you weren't trying to learn nothing. Because sometimes people be wanting you to like hold their hand and to do everything for them, or to walk with them through the entire process. And it's like, okay, if you want that, then the price is going up even more. And don't think you finna get all that out of no ebook. Like, no. If you need that much damn help, that's more of like a fly me out, pay me, pay for my car service, pay for my hotel. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, pay me for my services, pay me for my time, pay me for my effort, pay me for you picking my brain. So the things that I will be posting will be things to get you better acclimated with me, because I am trying to attract a new audience. And I want you to know that I'm also credible to speak on the things that I will be speaking on my channel, and not just another person that's just trying to make a quick buck. Just to summarize it real quick before y'all get into this video. Okay, so I have been a business owner for several years. I have multiple businesses. There are different type of businesses. I'm not going to get into explaining all of that in this video, coming soon. But you can brand your business in different types of ways. You got sole proprietorships, you got LLCs, you got S corps, you got all different type of businesses and corporations and labels and things that you can develop a business under. So I have been blessed to have good credit. I'm not really a person that likes to pay for things with credit. I'm more of a cash out woman. Like, I usually pay for all of my things cash, or even if I'm using my card, but I'm saying like still like cash with tangible assets that I have. So I had begun to experience a financial hardship within my business, and like people wasn't spending money as much. Like, so I wasn't making as much money with my business. So during that time of it being a blessing of me having good credit, I began leveraging my credit to, help maintain my lifestyle and some of my other expenses, while I was hoping that business would resume as normal and I would start back generating income the way that I was used to making money. I have been blessed to have successful, profitable businesses for years that has always been profitable to me, and I've always made money with my business. So going through a time to where I went from making a whole lot of money with my business to making absolutely no money at all with my business, and I mean like no money at all with my business, like years of like $0, like, but still having like overhead expenses, like, and all that I had to pay, like taking care of myself, taking care of my home, all of these things with making no money from my business. I had to figure out other ways on how to keep myself, my business, and my life afloat, like while I was going through those things. And with the blessing of me having good credit already, I was able to go apply for different credit cards. And if you know me, like, I do not play about my credit. Like, I do not play about my credit. I pay my bills on time. Like, I ain't never been one of them. Like, if I got the money, I'ma pay it. Like, I pay my bills on time, all that. Like, I'm not irresponsible. So, being that I had never been taught about a lot about credit, or I never had a credit repair person to fix my credit or none of that. Like, no, my credit was good from hard work. Like, I didn't have nobody fix my credit or repair my credit. No, I pay my bills on time. Hard work got me a good credit score. And so with the hard work that I put in to get me a good credit score, I started utilizing that credit score to try to get me some credit cards, so that way that I could have some additional income to support myself. So I had got me some personal credit cards along with some business credit cards. So during this particular video that I'm about to attach to this, I was inquiring in regards to a business credit card. Now, previously, before, the way that I had my business structured, I was one of those people too that would like just pay people to do things for me that I really didn't want to spend too much time on, just pay you to do it and forget about it, but not really knowing how to do it myself and not really going behind them, like fact checking to make sure that it was done properly and correctly. A mistake that I made as a business owner. And so with that, like, I had someone else file my LLC paperwork and things like that for Millie Exclusives initially when I first began doing business and wanted to convert from a sole proprietorship to an LLC. I'm not about to explain the difference between what those are during this video, but hey, I will in my ebook. So the questions that I asked when I went to this bank location, mind you, I had a checking account with this bank as well as a personal credit card. I had returned to the branch inquiring in regards to a business credit card. I went to the branch with my business information, with my EIN information. I went there with my paperwork showing like my DBA and my sole proprietorship information. And during this time, I was also seeing as to why I had multiple taxpayer numbers attached to one business. I'll explain that in my ebook. I'm not about to get into that either during this video. But like with that, I'm just saying, like, when you are starting a business and when you're structuring a business, especially if you plan on or have intentions on using your credit, make sure that your business is structured properly. And during what could have been just a learning moment, because I had never been treated like this, like, ever in my life. I felt like so disrespected as a business owner, because it's like, okay, I'm coming in here, but it's not like I'm begging, bitch. It's like, bitch, I got good credit, or I wouldn't even be standing in the building to qualify. But it's like I'm being treated like peasantry, like I don't belong. And I was highly offended by like the way that they treated me in that branch, because it's like, okay, I know if I was to walk into that same branch right now with $1 million cash and be like, hey, I would like to open up a new account, like, it'll be all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be friendly as hell up in there. But the way that I was treated, it was very distasteful, like, and she does not deserve her job or her position there at all. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one.